Hello, bonjour. This is Julien, and here it is. I received a couple of weeks ago my silver award from YouTube for reaching 100,000 subscribers. I received this box. I haven't opened it. I saved it for you, for us. I wanted to share this moment opening that box. It's extremely exciting for me to see what's inside. I mean, I kind of know what's inside, but it's exciting to actually see it. I hope my name is printed correctly, and I also wanted to share a glass of champagne with you. I mean, obviously I'm gonna have to have that glass for myself, but have a glass of champagne to celebrate this with you as well. And I wanted to share a bit the journey, what it feels like to open this just spontaneously. I haven't scripted this video. It's gonna be how it comes out of my mouth. I wanted to share a bit the experience, how this happens in my life, what that represents. Give this back essentially to you. I owe you to open this for you because it belongs to you, subscribers. Really, it's only possible thanks to you, because of you. And so I owe you. I couldn't just open this box by myself. So let's go ahead and do that. And yeah, I want to talk to you a bit about how I got there as well. How do you get 100,000 subscribers on YouTube? It doesn't happen overnight. There's quite a lot of things that are involved in this. But let's go ahead, wow, and open that thing for you. And here it is. Wow, okay. Wow, that's a big moment. I've seen unboxing videos, but of people doing this, but obviously it's different when it's for yourself. Do you remember your first subscriber, your 100th or your 1000th subscriber? Chances are you do. So that's the letter from Suzanne, the CEO of YouTube. Thanks, Suzanne. It's great. And here it is. Wow, here it is. I'll just show you. Here is that thing. Wow, okay. And that's just a box, right? Recognize your team. Well, I don't have a team. I have a card. Recognize your team. I don't have a team. I do it all by myself. But yeah, thank you for all the support. And here is that silver award. And they have printed my name correctly. Wow. Presented to Julien Miquel for passing 100,000 subscribers. Man, that's crazy. So what did I want to say to you about this? Well, I wanted to say that it hasn't been overnight. I've spent the past 20 years working really hard to get there. And it has been a really bumpy career, bumpy road. Just a few years ago, before YouTube really started working a little bit for me, I really felt like almost like a loser, to be honest. Just 2 or 3 years ago, not feeling really great about my whole career. Essentially, 18 years ago, I graduated from university, winemaking university in Bordeaux, and I found myself struggling to find a job back then because I went to college, studied winemaking. Great achievement, great university for winemaking, but I had forgotten while studying. I was so focused on my studies that I had forgotten to make connections with the industry. And the wine industry in Bordeaux is very much about the connections that you have more than skills or the grades that you get. So 18 years ago, I was struggling for work. About 12 years ago, I had finally found a great winemaking job as a winemaker, managing a winery in Spain, and I had to leave that job because the working conditions were so hard. Safety issues, I was managing people and taking big risks for their lives and their health at least, because the working conditions were really horrible, and I couldn't find the support that I needed from my bosses to be able to work safely with the people I was working with and managing. So I had to leave that job and sort of went back to the beginning, again struggling to find work. And I found another job in New Zealand, which went really well. fantastic opportunity to work there as well. 6 years ago, that job finished. I was made redundant from that company because the CEO essentially single-handedly decided to let me go for really no apparent reason. I had put 5 years of my life working so hard for that company, developing the business, and it all fell apart. I was just dropped from one day to another, which essentially really destroyed me. I've spent the past 20 years working every day, pretty much virtually every day, so hard for wine, for my job, for my skills, for my career. And a few years ago, that being fired really destroyed me. A few years ago, I was really, really, really bad. But then I found a communication channel here on YouTube and started making wine videos in particular. And 2 years ago, I was almost begging for support on social media to reach 1,000 subscribers. And it was hard. I spent like 1 year to reach 1,000 subscribers in perhaps even 2 years. 1 year ago, I was approaching 10,000 subscribers, which was already a huge achievement for me. And here I am now with 100,000 subscribers. I think I'm gonna taste this. This is my favorite, one of my very favorite champagne houses, by the way. Delicious champagne if you get a chance to try it. So 1 year ago, 10,000 subscribers, and now it's just taken off. And I'm so grateful to all of you. So I want to thank you deeply. I'm missing words. I don't know what to say. So what's happening now with the channel? As you would have seen, I make quite a bit of pronunciation videos, because that's a side of me that has always been there. I love languages. I speak 4 languages fluently, and I've always been curious about many others as well. I studied a bit of Japanese when I was a teenager. I've traveled quite a bit. I'm always fascinated by German as well, which I don't master very well, but fantastic, great curiosity for learning about languages. I think it's the whole cultural element which you find in wine as well, because it brings back to history, etymology, the cultures, the cultural element, the pop culture as well, the evolving traditions of the world. So I'm fascinated by learning different languages and sharing the journey. So that's why I make some pronunciation videos as well, and I love sharing that experience of learning new vocabulary, and it helps me also learn and master English a lot better for myself as well, and sharing the experience with essentially a lot of non-native English speakers as well, which appreciate the support. So a lot of people are very supportive. I receive tens and tens of thank you messages every day, which makes it possible, which also, you know, boosts. I mean, I put a lot of hard work into building this YouTube channel, and that's because and thanks to those little likes and those little messages that you send me every day. A lot of those I receive every day, and it's boosting my morale, and it's helping the channel immensely. So a huge thank you for this. I haven't given up on making wine videos. If you're wondering, I do run a couple of other YouTube channels that are specifically dedicated to wine. One of them is right here. I'll link to it here. I run a series on explaining the top best wine regions in the world. We did France, Burgundy, Bordeaux, Champagne. We went through the whole of Italy with, I think, 7 episodes dedicated to all Italian wines virtually. I'm going through Portugal now. So if you're interested in learning about wine, know that this is here and it's available. And that's with the Alti Wine Exchange, a fantastic trading platform, very innovative, that allows you to invest on wine. They've been very supportive. If you want to learn more about wine, here it is. And another wine club that I work with that is called the Bonner Wine Club. that is based in the US. They are fantastic people. We select fantastic wines for our club members, and I run also wine education series for the club members exclusively. The channel is here. There are a few public videos that you can watch, but to learn more about wine with me, this is also a great outlet on YouTube. We make private videos for our members there, so go and check this out. Fantastic. I mean, we say it's the best wine club in America, which is probably is one of the top ones, at least from the quality of the wines perspective. What's for the future? I've got loads of projects. I need the optic fiber installed in my house because I run on a very, very poor internet connection here in my small village in France. When this happens, I want to reconnect a bit more with you guys and run more streaming videos and exchange about wine, but also exchange about culture more as well. I want to feed the membership scheme that I've just started as well. If you want to support what I do, you can always join. Click the join button here to support my work, and I'm going to be making more members only videos as well, and educational videos in the future as well. It's going to take time to develop because these things you need to think them through and you need some equipment, and so it's going to take time to get there. Loads and loads of projects. I also spend a lot of time supporting my family, so I can't do it all. That's essentially my life. That's how you get to 100,000 subscribers. I'm sure a lot of people have it easier, a lot of people have it harder as well than I've had. But I guess my point, what I wanted to say is that I've spent 20 years working so hard, learning and sharing on social media first, and now on YouTube, the knowledge, the journey of learning, and I'm so grateful for the opportunity. I'm so grateful for the support that you are all giving me. I know a lot of people probably don't know me very well. Well, I guess now you do a little bit more. I'm going to enjoy this glass of champagne. Thank you a million. It's not a million, or thank you 100,000 times for this and the opportunity. The journey will continue. I will give back as much as possible. I will continue sharing. Thank you. Cheers.